Okay, so this is going to be a kind of like a challenge video, and this is just something that has kind of been on my heart this last week. And so, I've launched this business, this consulting business, and part of like every minute of activity for me is like very, very important. I've got so much stuff to do that it's overwhelming. And what I found myself doing, usually Sundays, I'll kind of look back over what I did and think about what went right, what went wrong, what can I improve. I was sick this week. I'm still sick now. You probably hear it in my voice, and have not gotten a lot of sleep. Just been bad, and I've not been productive at all. And I was feeling guilty about it, because I feel a lot of time pressure to get this stuff, get things going, get certain things out there and moving. And I was looking at my behavior, and something felt funny. Something felt funny, and I felt like, I think I'm wasting my time in a lot of areas, but I don't have a way to track it. I can't really see it. I know I'm checking boxes on stuff, on my to-do list, but I don't feel like I'm being that productive. And so it's funny, like, whenever the student's ready, the teacher will appear. So I was listening to, on my YouTube channel, a video of an interview with Joe Rogan, and this guy named Dan Pena popped up. And so I like Joe Rogan, and I clicked on it, and this Dan Pena guy was talking about, he's this self-proclaimed business guru, and they call him the $50 billion man. He kind of cut his teeth in the personal development world around the time that Tony Robbins was coming up. And so he's, apparently was a big deal at one point. And he was talking about how, people lie to themselves, and they don't man up to what is holding them back. And I was having all these moments where I didn't know what was going on. I just knew something was weird. And he said something in the video that struck a chord, and it kind of led me down this path. So he said something like, you don't need any more books. You don't need to read anymore. You need to take action. The people who are really successful take action. And at that same moment in time, that I was kind of thinking about buying a new book on Amazon about like what successful people say to themselves in their mind, like what the attitude is and the mental toughness game of it. And I realized I don't need any more books. I need to take action. I already know what to do. Like, the path for me is really, really clear. I just need to work the path. I need to work the plan. I don't have any excuses. And it really struck home with me. And I started thinking, well, crap. Like, what am I really working on? Am I really working on, how much time do I spend just thinking about a new book to buy, or like cruising around on Facebook, or checking my email or something like that? And today, I was really, really sleepy and tired and stuff, but I tried to like knock out some work, and when I was working, I tried to be mindful of what I was working on, and was asking myself deliberately, is what I'm working on valuable? What am I doing right now, and does it move the needle? And I found myself like 5 times in a row, like doing something that was completely worthless, like checking Facebook, checking my email, something like that. But finally, I noticed like I was becoming aware of when I was lying to myself about how I was spending my time. I wasn't aware of what I was doing. I was just kind of like on autopilot. And I realized I've been kind of like on autopilot for like the last few weeks, and as I've gotten kind of set back by that. Not bad, but like not where I want to be. And I realized, I'm lying to myself again, and it like everything snapped together, and I started making connections about, it was a broker. I went through the same thing. So whenever I made the commitment to make a lot of money in the brokerage business, I set a goal to make a certain amount of cold calls a day. I was busy at the time already, But I decided I'm going to layer on top of that some more cold calls and get some new business. I'm going to take it to the next level. And so I set the goal like 40 calls a day. And the first few weeks, I got like 10 calls done because I was like procrastinating. I was saying I'm going to start at 2, and I'll knock them out real quick, and at 5 I'll be able to go home. Reality is, like in the brokerage world, everybody's busy at the end of the day because they're trying to get trades in before the market closes. So I never hit those goals. I was spinning my wheels. But whenever I look back at my behavior, I stopped lying to myself that, oh, I'm going to be able to do it at 2. And I kept telling myself that stupid story. I realized, hey, I just need to start calling earlier. That's it. So I started calling at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I set myself a goal. I'm going to make 10 calls at 8. I'm going to make 10 calls at 9. Because it takes like 10 calls for me to kind of get going. And, you get the adrenaline rush through your system. You kind of get the jitters out, get your spiel going. And by 9 o'clock, you're good for the rest of the day. And so I did that. And from that moment on, I hit my goal. I was able to get all my work done, serve customers well, open up a bunch of new accounts. I took it to the next level. Everything worked well. It was like magic. But it was because I stopped lying to myself. And I bet every single person who watches this video is lying to themselves about something. Especially if you're the kind of person who loves to read, loves education about entrepreneurship, loves to learn the next new thing. And this is what I have to tell you. If you're that kind of person, you're probably already smart enough to know what to do. And so you don't need any more books. You need to take action. And really, it's this awareness. And this is kind of the theme for next week for me is awareness of what am I doing right now, and are the actions and the behaviors that I'm exhibiting at this very moment leading me towards my goals? Are these behaviors valuable? Do they create value? Am I making a phone call to a new customer? Am I reaching out and making contact with somebody? Am I giving a proposal to somebody? Am I doing work for somebody? And if you do this and you get really, really honest with yourself, you start to see, man, this is really easy. All you have to do is work the plan. We psych ourselves out so much, but really, the answers are already out there. This is really simple. So that's my video for the day, is to challenge you guys to stop lying to yourself. You already know what to do.